In today's video, we delve into the world of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that offers practical guidance for navigating life's challenges with resilience and wisdom. Whether you're new to Stoicism or looking to deepen your understanding, this video is your roadmap to getting started. Stoicism is more than just a philosophy, it's a way of life. By practicing a series of exercises rooted in Stoic principles, we can cultivate inner peace, resilience, and a deeper sense of purpose. From embracing acceptance and gratitude to preparing for adversity and finding beauty in the ordinary, these exercises offer practical tools for transforming our mindset and enhancing our well-being. Join us as we explore 9 essential Stoic exercises designed to help you navigate life's highs and lows with grace and wisdom. Whether you're facing personal challenges, seeking to improve your mental resilience, or simply curious about Stoic philosophy, these exercises offer invaluable insights and practices that can be applied to everyday life. Be sure to leave a comment sharing your thoughts on Stoicism and how these exercises resonate with you. And don't hesitate to share this video with friends and family who may benefit from the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Remember to like and share this video to spread the message of Stoicism and help others on their journey towards a more fulfilling life. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploration and self-discovery. 1. The dichotomy of control. A guiding principle. Understanding the dichotomy of control is foundational to Stoic philosophy. It's a straightforward concept that can significantly enhance our lives. Essentially, there are countless events and circumstances in the world, but only a minuscule portion is within our control. The Stoics call this the dichotomy of control, which distinguishes between what we can influence and what we cannot. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher and former slave familiar with harsh realities, emphasized that our primary task in life is to recognize this distinction. We must discern what is up to us and what isn't, focusing our efforts solely on what we can control. This idea is mirrored in the Serenity Prayer, which wisely advises us to seek the serenity to accept what we cannot change, the courage to change what we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. For instance, consider an athlete preparing for a competition. The athlete can control their training regimen, diet, and mental preparation, but they cannot control the weather on the day of the event, the performance of their competitors, or the decisions of the judges. By focusing only on their own preparation and not worrying about uncontrollable factors, the athlete can perform at their best without unnecessary stress. Stoicism also closely ties to the practice of journaling. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations is essentially a personal journal where he recorded his reflections to himself. Journaling, for Stoics, is a vital exercise that helps clear the mind, center thoughts, and facilitate self-improvement. Seneca, another prominent Stoic, advocated for daily self-review. He believed that we cannot improve without honestly assessing our actions and thoughts from the previous day. By writing down our reflections, we gain clarity and identify areas for growth. This practice of self-examination and reflection is not meant for others, but for personal development. As such, the entries in a Stoic's journal are private, often not even revisited by the writer. The act of writing itself is what brings clarity and improvement. By regularly engaging in this practice, we can better understand ourselves, acknowledge our strengths and weaknesses, and strive to become better each day. By embracing the dichotomy of control and incorporating regular journaling into our routines, we can lead more focused, resilient, and fulfilling lives. We learn to invest our energy wisely, accept what we cannot change, and continuously work on improving ourselves, thereby aligning our actions with the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy. 2. The transformative power of perspective and embracing discomfort. Stoic philosophy teaches us to embrace discomfort and adjust our perspectives to enhance our resilience. Life inevitably presents challenges, and the Stoics believe that actively stepping out of our comfort zones strengthens us for future hardships. When it's cold, instead of retreating indoors, step outside, enjoy the crisp air, and even jump into the snow. Turn the cold knob in the shower and embrace the chill. These actions toughen you up, making you more resilient and better prepared to handle whatever life throws at you. The way we perceive our experiences profoundly impacts our lives. The Stoics famously assert that our life is guided by the color of our thoughts. This means that our interpretation of events, rather than the events themselves, shapes our reality. The world, in its essence, is objective. There is no inherent good or bad, positive or negative. As Shakespeare aptly put it, there is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. This perspective encourages us to take control of our narrative and find strength in our interpretations. For example, consider someone who loses their job. From one perspective, this could be seen as a devastating blow, a source of stress and anxiety about the future. However, if the individual adopts a Stoic mindset, they might see this event as an opportunity for growth and new beginnings. Perhaps losing the job frees them to pursue a passion they had neglected or pushes them to develop new skills that make them even more valuable in the job market. By changing the story they tell themselves about the job loss, they transform a potentially negative experience into a positive one, gaining strength and resilience in the process. Stoic philosophy also emphasizes the importance of intentional discomfort to prepare for life's inevitable difficulties. By voluntarily exposing ourselves to challenging situations, we build mental and physical fortitude. This practice, known as Premeditatio Malorum, or the premeditation of evils, involves mentally rehearsing potential hardships to diminish their impact when they occur. Whether it's enduring the cold, fasting, or other forms of self-denial, these practices cultivate a mindset that can face adversity with equanimity. In addition to embracing physical challenges, changing our mental framework is crucial. We must recognize that our thoughts color our experiences. By choosing to see events in a positive light, we take control of our emotional responses. This proactive approach to life's challenges not only builds resilience, but also fosters a sense of inner peace. In summary, by stepping out of our comfort zones and reframing our perspectives, we harness the power of Stoic philosophy to become more resilient and adaptable. Whether through physical acts of discomfort or mental shifts in perception, these practices prepare us to face life's challenges with strength and grace, transforming potential obstacles into opportunities for growth. 3. Train for adversity. Embracing discomfort to build resilience. The Stoic philosophy advocates for deliberately training for adversity to build resilience and mental toughness. Epictetus, a renowned Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of what he called hard winter training. This concept involves intentionally exposing oneself to discomfort and challenges to prepare for the inevitable hardships of life. The Stoics practiced this rigorously, whether by taking cold plunges, wearing thin coats in winter, or abstaining from unnecessary luxuries. By voluntarily enduring these discomforts, they strengthened their minds and bodies, better equipping themselves to face life's unpredictable challenges. To illustrate, imagine an aspiring athlete training for a marathon. Instead of running only on sunny, pleasant days, they choose to train in all weather conditions: rain, wind, or snow. They might even opt for more difficult terrains, like hills or uneven paths. This rigorous training builds physical endurance and mental fortitude, ensuring that on race day, they are prepared for any condition that might arise. The athlete's deliberate exposure to challenging conditions makes them resilient and adaptable, qualities that are invaluable both on and off the race course. The practice of embracing discomfort goes beyond physical challenges. It includes psychological and emotional fortification as well. The Stoics believed that by facing small adversities regularly, we build the strength to handle larger, unforeseen difficulties. This concept is akin to inoculating oneself against future hardships. For example, by choosing to fast periodically, one not only strengthens self-discipline, but also becomes better equipped to handle hunger or scarcity, should it arise unexpectedly. This principle of hard winter training encourages us to step outside our comfort zones regularly. If it's cold outside, rather than seeking warmth, the Stoics would advise us to embrace the chill, perhaps by taking a brisk walk or even a plunge into icy water. By doing so, we train our minds to stay calm and our bodies to function well under less than ideal conditions. This practice helps us to develop a mindset that views discomfort not as an enemy, but as an opportunity for growth and resilience. Furthermore, this approach can be applied to modern-day challenges. For instance, in a work environment, one might take on more challenging projects or volunteer for tasks outside their usual scope. These actions, while initially uncomfortable, build new skills and confidence, making one more resilient to future job demands and changes. In conclusion, by intentionally exposing ourselves to discomfort and adversity, we prepare our minds and bodies for the inevitable challenges of life. The Stoics' practice of hard winter training is a powerful tool for building resilience, strength, and adaptability. By stepping outside our comfort zones and embracing difficult situations, we not only toughen ourselves up for future hardships, but also cultivate a mindset that thrives on challenge and growth. 4. Shaping perceptions. The Stoic art of interpreting events. Perception plays a pivotal role in how we experience life. According to Stoic philosophy, our lives are colored by the thoughts we choose to entertain. The stories we tell ourselves about our experiences are crucial. This is the first and arguably the most important step in managing our responses. The world, in its essence, is neutral and objective. There is no inherent good or bad, positive or negative, as Shakespeare aptly noted. There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. Events themselves are neutral, it is our interpretation that assigns them meaning. We construct narratives around these events, which then shape our reality. For example, imagine losing a job. This event, in itself, is neutral. It is neither good nor bad until we impose a narrative on it. One person might view it as a devastating blow, a source of stress and uncertainty. Another might see it as an opportunity for growth, a chance to explore new career paths or finally start their own business. The difference lies entirely in perception. By reframing the event positively, the latter individual is more likely to take constructive action and find new opportunities. The Stoics teach us that we must recognize this power of perception and use it wisely. They argue that our job is not to label events as inherently good or bad, but to respond to them appropriately. For instance, markets fluctuate, weather changes. These are just facts. Labeling a market as bearish or bullish, or weather as good or bad, can affect our emotions and decisions, often unhelpfully. By adopting a neutral stance, we can respond more rationally and effectively. This principle also applies to personal setbacks and challenges. If we focus on the unfairness of a situation, the blame, or the difficulty, we may feel overwhelmed and defeated. This mindset can lead to a self-fulfilling prophecy where we become paralyzed by our negativity. Conversely, if we view challenges as surmountable and within our capacity to address, we empower ourselves to take action. Consider a student who fails an important exam. If they perceive this failure as a permanent mark of inadequacy, they may give up on their studies. However, if they see it as a temporary setback and an opportunity to identify weaknesses and improve, they are more likely to work harder and ultimately succeed. In summary, the Stoic practice of training our perceptions is about recognizing the neutrality of events and choosing empowering narratives. By doing so, we can respond to life's challenges more effectively, turning potential obstacles into opportunities for growth and development. This mindset shift not only helps us navigate life's ups and downs with greater resilience, but also ensures that we are not unduly influenced by negative interpretations that can hinder our progress. 5. Remember, it's all ephemeral. Finding beauty in the ordinary. One of the most profound exercises from Stoic philosophy is the recognition of life's fleeting nature and the beauty within it. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher, did not find his inspiration in grand monuments like the Colossus of Rhodes or the majestic aqueducts of the Colosseum. Instead, his reflections were on the subtle and ephemeral, the way a stalk of grain bends under its own weight, or the delicate sound of a grape being plucked. Even amid the gruesome and violent spectacles of the Colosseum, Aurelius found himself drawn to the nuanced expression of a lion's furrowed brow. This practice of identifying beauty in the mundane and the transient serves as a powerful reminder of the impermanent nature of all things. To illustrate this concept, imagine walking through a bustling city. At first glance, the noise and chaos might seem overwhelming and devoid of beauty. However, by shifting your focus, you might notice the way sunlight filters through the leaves of a tree, casting intricate shadows on the pavement. You might hear the laughter of children playing in a nearby park, or see the subtle interactions between people that reveal kindness and connection. These moments are fleeting and often overlooked, yet they encapsulate the essence of beauty in everyday life. The Stoic practice of finding beauty in the ordinary is not about waiting for grand or extraordinary moments, but about actively seeking and appreciating the small, often unnoticed details that make up our daily experiences. It's about looking at the lines on a wooden table and marveling at their natural patterns, or appreciating the way raindrops create ripples in a puddle. This mindful attention to the present and the ordinary helps us cultivate a deeper appreciation for life's transient moments. This perspective also teaches us to accept and embrace the ephemerality of life. By recognizing that everything is temporary, we learn to cherish each moment more fully. This acceptance can reduce our attachment to material possessions and the fear of loss, allowing us to live more freely and joyfully. When we understand that beauty can be found in the most unexpected places, we open ourselves up to a richer, more fulfilling experience of the world. In conclusion, the Stoic exercise of finding beauty in the ordinary and acknowledging the ephemeral nature of life encourages us to live with greater awareness and appreciation. By shifting our focus from the grandiose to the subtle, we learn to see the world with fresh eyes, finding value and beauty in every moment. This practice not only enriches our daily lives, but also helps us embrace change and impermanence with grace and equanimity. 6. Gaining perspective. The Stoic practice of viewing from above. Marcus Aurelius frequently employed a mental exercise known as taking the view from above to gain perspective on life's challenges. By imagining himself far above the earth, whether in space, atop a mountain, or soaring with wings, he visualized the vastness of the universe and the insignificance of human squabbles. From such a vantage point, even the most pressing issues seemed as trivial as ants fighting over territory. Despite being the ruler of the vast Roman Empire, Aurelius used this practice to cultivate humility, alleviate stress, and find peace. To illustrate this concept, imagine standing at the top of a skyscraper and looking down at the bustling city below. From this height, the cars, buildings, and people shrink into a miniature diorama, their movements and conflicts seeming almost inconsequential. This broader perspective can provide a sense of calm and detachment, helping to diminish the weight of personal worries and daily stresses. The practice of zooming out allows us to see our place in the grand scheme of things, emphasizing the transient nature of our concerns and accomplishments. For example, consider an artist struggling with the fear of inadequacy or failure. By mentally stepping back and viewing their work in the context of the vast history of art and human endeavor, they can recognize that each piece is just one small contribution to a much larger tapestry. This realization can reduce the pressure they feel and enable them to create with more freedom and less anxiety. Experiencing vast natural phenomena, such as a sunset, can evoke a similar sense of perspective. When we witness the sky painted in vibrant hues, stretching endlessly, we are reminded of the immense scale of the universe and our tiny place within it. This encounter with nature's grandeur, what the Stoic philosopher Pierre Hadot calls the oceanic feeling, helps us feel like an infinitesimal point in the immensity of existence. This perspective is profoundly centering and tranquil, allowing us to return to our daily lives with renewed clarity and purpose. By regularly practicing this shift in perspective, we can develop a more balanced and grounded approach to life's challenges. It helps us to prioritize what truly matters and to let go of petty grievances and anxieties. Whether through meditation, mindful observation of nature, or simply taking a moment to visualize ourselves from a higher viewpoint, we can find the stillness and equanimity needed to navigate our responsibilities and goals effectively. In conclusion, the Stoic exercise of taking the view from above is a powerful tool for gaining perspective and finding peace. By zooming out and seeing the bigger picture, we can humble ourselves, reduce stress, and cultivate a sense of calm. This practice not only helps us to deal with immediate problems more effectively, but also fosters a deeper appreciation for the beauty and vastness of life itself. 7. Reflecting on mortality. Living a meaningful life. Marcus Aurelius, in his timeless journal Meditations, penned profound reflections on life and death. Remarkably, much of his writing was done in a Roman camp near what is now Budapest. One poignant question he posed to himself was, "Am I afraid of death because I won't be able to do this anymore?" By this, Aurelius referred to the often trivial activities that consume our time. He challenges us to consider whether we fear death because it will end our ability to engage in fleeting pleasures, such as playing video games, watching pornography, arguing with strangers online, or indulging in substance use. Aurelius suggests these are not reasons to fear death. Instead, he urges us not to squander our lives on meaningless pursuits. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, echoed this sentiment even more starkly. "You are scared of dying, but tell me, is the kind of life you lead any different than being dead?" He highlights that a life mired in resentment, regret, selfishness, and the relentless chase for fame, money, or power is a form of living death. When we reflect on our mortality, it can serve as a wake-up call, prompting us to reconsider the true value of how we spend our time. To illustrate this, imagine an artist who spends years putting off their passion for painting, always waiting for the right time. They might justify their delay by focusing on building a stable career, accumulating wealth, or seeking social approval. However, the constant postponement results in a life that lacks fulfillment and creativity. One day, faced with a serious illness, the artist realizes that the right time may never come. This stark confrontation with mortality ignites a shift in priorities. The artist begins to paint every day, not for fame or fortune, but for the sheer joy and meaning it brings to their life. This example underscores the importance of living authentically and purposefully, rather than delaying our true passions. Recognizing the inevitability of death encourages us to live more deliberately. It helps us see the futility of chasing superficial goals and prompts us to focus on what truly matters. Instead of deferring our dreams to an uncertain future, we should seize the present moment and invest our time in meaningful activities and relationships. We need to balance life's books each day, ensuring that we don't let precious moments slip away unnoticed and unlived. In conclusion, meditating on our mortality can transform our perspective on life. It reminds us that time is finite and precious, urging us to prioritize genuine fulfillment over trivial distractions. By embracing the Stoic wisdom, we can lead lives that are rich in purpose, presence, and passion, free from the fear of an unfulfilled existence. 8. Premeditatio Malorum. Preparing for life's challenges. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, emphasized the importance of expecting and preparing for life's adversities. He taught that by anticipating potential problems, we strip these events of their power over us. What often causes us the most distress are the unforeseen events, the challenges we refuse to consider or prepare for. To counter this, the Stoics practice Premeditatio Malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This practice involves mentally rehearsing potential difficulties and misfortunes so that we are not caught off guard and can respond with resilience and calm. To understand the value of Premeditatio Malorum, consider the example of a public speaker preparing for a major presentation. Instead of merely hoping everything goes smoothly, the speaker anticipates potential issues. Technical difficulties, a hostile audience, or forgetting key points. By envisioning these scenarios and preparing for them, the speaker can develop strategies to handle them effectively. If the projector fails, they have printed handouts ready. If the audience is unresponsive, they have engaging questions to stimulate interaction. If they forget a point, they have practiced recovery techniques. This thorough preparation transforms potential disasters into manageable inconveniences, allowing the speaker to maintain composure and deliver a successful presentation. In everyday life, Premeditatio Malorum can be applied to various situations. For instance, consider someone planning a significant life change, such as moving to a new city. By anticipating potential challenges, difficulty in finding housing, making new friends, adjusting to a different work environment, they can prepare in advance. They might research neighborhoods, join local social groups online, and network within their professional community before moving. This preparation minimizes the stress and uncertainty of the transition, making it smoother and more manageable. Premeditatio Malorum also fosters emotional resilience. When we regularly contemplate potential setbacks, we become less fearful of them. This mental rehearsal helps us to stay grounded and composed when facing real challenges. It allows us to approach problems not with panic, but with a clear, prepared mind. By visualizing obstacles and planning our responses, we build confidence in our ability to handle whatever comes our way. Furthermore, this practice can enhance our appreciation for the present. Knowing that difficulties are a natural part of life, we can savor moments of peace and success without taking them for granted. It helps us to maintain a balanced perspective, acknowledging that while we cannot control everything, we can control our readiness and response. In conclusion, Premeditatio Malorum is a powerful Stoic technique that equips us to handle life's uncertainties with grace and resilience. By expecting the unexpected and preparing for it, we reduce the impact of unforeseen challenges and enhance our ability to navigate them effectively. This proactive approach not only strengthens our capacity to deal with adversity, but also enriches our appreciation for the present, making us more resilient and mindful individuals. 9. Amor Fati. Finding strength in acceptance. The path to progress begins with acceptance and unwavering embrace of the present reality. Stoicism teaches that resisting, denying, or blaming only hinders our ability to move forward. Instead, we must cultivate Amor Fati, a profound love for fate. This entails not merely tolerating challenges, but wholeheartedly embracing them. Rather than lamenting our circumstances, we seize them as opportunities for growth and transformation. To illustrate this principle, consider the example of a young entrepreneur whose startup fails despite months of hard work and dedication. Initially devastated by the setback, they could choose to wallow in self-pity, blaming external factors for their misfortune. However, by embracing Amor Fati, they adopt a different perspective. They recognize that failure is an inevitable part of the journey and an invaluable teacher. With renewed determination, they reflect on the lessons learned from their experience and channel their setbacks into motivation for future endeavors. Embracing their fate, they emerge stronger and more resilient, poised to overcome future challenges with grace and resilience. Amor Fati encourages us to shift our mindset from victimhood to empowerment. Rather than seeing adversity as a burden to be endured, we view it as an integral part of our personal development. By reframing our struggles as opportunities for growth, we cultivate a sense of agency and purpose in navigating life's ups and downs. This transformative outlook enables us to extract meaning from even the most difficult circumstances, fostering resilience and inner peace. Moreover, embracing Amor Fati fosters gratitude for the richness of human experience. Instead of resenting the challenges we face, we appreciate them as essential components of a fulfilling life. Every obstacle becomes a chance to demonstrate our strength and resilience, deepening our appreciation for the journey itself. In conclusion, Amor Fati is not merely about accepting fate passively, but actively embracing it with love and gratitude. By welcoming life's challenges as opportunities for growth and transformation, we unlock our potential for resilience and inner peace. Through this Stoic practice, we cultivate a mindset of empowerment and gratitude, allowing us to navigate life's uncertainties with grace and purpose. As we conclude our exploration of Stoicism and its foundational exercises, we hope you feel inspired and equipped to embark on your own journey of philosophical growth and personal development. Remember, Stoicism is not just a philosophy to be studied, but a way of life to be lived. By integrating these 9 exercises into your daily routine, you can cultivate resilience, clarity, and inner peace in the face of life's challenges. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay updated on future videos. And be sure to leave a comment below sharing your thoughts and experiences with Stoicism. Your insights contribute to our collective learning and growth. If you found this video valuable, please consider sharing it with friends and family who may benefit from the teachings of Stoicism. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit the like button to show your support. Thank you for watching, and until next time, may you find strength and wisdom on your journey towards a life of Stoic virtue.